If you live in modern day Western society, you understand that materialistic things are so valued in our society. And frankly, I've never understood why that is, especially lately, where I have been trying to pursue entrepreneurship, trying to change my life, improve my life. And one constant thing that I find with people is that they always value materialistic things. Everyone wants the new car, everyone wants the new AirPods, everyone wants the new computer, the new perfume, whatever it may be. And of course, I'm all for that materialistic things. Like, look, I have this bookshelf, a lot of books I buy. Obviously, it's material things, and I value that. But it is so crazy that people will go into depths of debt to buy things that won't suit them necessary in like 3 to 4 years. I was listening to a podcast a couple of days ago, the PBD podcast, and people are buying cars and taking loans out to buy cars like $70,000, $80,000 in debt to buy a car that will devalue and that they don't need in 3 to 4 years because it will be so devalued. I'm 21 and I don't know anything. I frankly never, I'm not an economist. I don't know society like that. But someone has to agree with me here. Like, why are we buying stuff? Why do we buy things to impress others? To impress ourselves? Like, what's the point if it's gonna hurt you in 2 to 3 years? There are people that go into debt to buy a Tesla, a BMW, when they're more suited to buy like a $5,000 car. I think that's crazy. Lately, I've noticed that I don't need those things. Like, if I can't afford it 10 times over, I really don't think I can afford it. Like, that money could go anywhere else but an expensive car, buying something that I don't need, buying a new iPhone when I have an iPhone, like that sort of thing. If you disagree with me, so be it, but I'm just speaking my mind, in which people just want new things, and we've grown up in this aura of materialism and capitalism. I'm the most capitalistic guy that it gets, but uh, people are just buying unnecessary shit when they really can't. And I think that's why we're in so much debt in the moment. It's crazy. And I don't understand why. Like, do people think that materialistic things will make them happy? Do they believe that buying the new car will impress their new or their coworker? Like, I don't know. I hope I'm not the only logical person in this situation, where I think it's crazy for someone to buy a BMW when they're in college and they're in student debt. Like, why are you doing that? Why are you buying a $70,000 car when you can put that money into starting a business, getting an education, anything else? People are just buying shit just to do what? Right? You're literally chuckle you're like you're held again, like that thing that you're buying. If you're going into debt, you're literally enslaved to that thing now, because these 60, 50 month loans that you have to pay off, you're attached to them. The credit card debt you're in, you're attached to that debt. You're not free. Anyways, guys, yeah, I had to just spew that out. I think that it's a huge issue, and like, no one's talking about how people are just buying shit when they can't afford it. It's so crazy to me. Now, of course, there's good loans and bad loans. Of course, like, good loan, maybe going to a business, sure. But when you're buying like a house that you really don't need, or you're buying a car that you never needed, that's setting you back years of your life in terms of financials and life in general. Life's around is money controls your life. Okay, in the West, we're not communist Russia here. Money is the currency, and it is the thing that we use to that controls our life, that we use to control our own lives. And if you're enslaved to the debts, then you can't live the life that you want, or you can't do the things that you want, because you're stuck with this thing. Anyways, guys, yeah, that's the video.